Welcome to our video on how to hear your higher self's guidance for the right direction. Have you ever felt lost, unsure which way to turn in life? Do you sometimes wonder if there's a deeper part of you that knows the answers, but you just can't seem to hear it? If so, you're not alone. Many people struggle to connect with their inner wisdom, but today we're going to explore how you can tap into this powerful source of guidance. Let's start by talking about the inner voice, often called the higher self. This is the part of you that goes beyond your everyday thoughts and worries. It's your deepest wisdom, your truest essence. Understanding and listening to your higher self can be a game changer in your life. It can help you make better decisions, feel more confident, and live a life that's truly aligned with who you are. But how do you recognize when your higher self is speaking to you? It's not always easy, especially in our busy, noisy world. Your higher self often communicates through subtle feelings, sudden insights, or a sense of knowing that doesn't come from your logical mind. It might feel like a gentle nudge or a flash of clarity. The key is learning to distinguish these messages from your regular thoughts or fears. To hear your higher self more clearly, one of the most important steps is to quiet your mind. Our thoughts are often like a busy highway, with ideas and worries zooming by constantly. This mental chatter can drown out the softer voice of our higher self. Learning to calm this inner noise is crucial. You don't have to eliminate all thoughts. That's nearly impossible. Instead, focus on creating periods of mental stillness. This could be through simple breathing exercises, spending time in nature, or just taking a few minutes each day to sit quietly without distractions. Developing self-awareness is another vital part of this process. This means paying close attention to your feelings and noticing patterns in your life. Start observing your emotions without judgment. Are there situations that consistently make you feel energized or drained? Do you notice recurring themes or challenges in your life? These can all be clues from your higher self, pointing you towards areas that need your attention or guiding you towards your true path. Trusting your gut is a phrase you've probably heard before, and it's closely related to hearing your higher self. Your intuition is a powerful tool, often described as a gut feeling or a sense of knowing without logical reasoning. But it's important to learn how to distinguish between genuine intuition and fear-based reactions. True intuition often feels calm and clear, even if it's guiding you towards something challenging. Fear, on the other hand, usually feels panicky or desperate. Meditation is one of the most effective ways to connect with your higher self. If you're new to meditation, don't worry. It doesn't have to be complicated. Start with just a few minutes each day of sitting quietly and focusing on your breath. As thoughts come up, gently let them go and return your attention to your breathing. Over time, you may find it easier to access a state of inner calm where you can more clearly hear your higher self's guidance. Journaling is another powerful tool for gaining clarity and tapping into your inner wisdom. Set aside time regularly to write freely about your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Don't worry about perfect grammar or structure. Just let your thoughts flow onto the paper. After a while, review your entries. You might be surprised to find insights or patterns you didn't notice before. Your higher self often communicates through these written reflections. Connecting with nature can also boost your ability to hear your higher self. There's something about being outdoors that helps quiet the mind and open us up to deeper wisdom. Try taking regular walks in a park or natural area. Pay attention to the sights, sounds, and smells around you. This sensory focus can help shift you out of your everyday thinking mind and into a more receptive state. Your dreams can be another channel for messages from your higher self. Many people find that their dreams offer guidance, solutions to problems, or insights into their lives. To tap into this source of wisdom, try keeping a dream journal. Keep it by your bed and write down your dreams as soon as you wake up, before they fade from memory. Over time, you might start to notice themes or symbols that carry meaning for you. Sometimes, hearing your higher self is as simple as asking for guidance. Take time to pose specific questions to your inner wisdom. This could be through meditation, journaling, or just quiet reflection. Be open to answers coming in unexpected ways. You might receive a sudden insight, overhear a conversation that seems relevant, or notice a sign that speaks to you. The key is to stay open and attentive. Once you start receiving guidance from your higher self, the next step is to take inspired action. This doesn't mean you have to make huge life changes overnight. Start with small steps. If you feel guided to explore a new interest, sign up for a class. If you're drawn to spend more time in nature, schedule regular outdoor activities. Taking action on your inner guidance reinforces the connection with your higher self and builds trust in this process. It's normal to have doubts when you're learning to listen to your higher self. You might wonder if you're really hearing your inner wisdom or just making things up. This uncertainty is part of the process. Remember that developing this connection takes time and practice. Be patient with yourself. As you continue to listen and act on the guidance you receive, you'll build more trust in your inner voice. Incorporating daily practices can help strengthen your connection to your higher self. These don't have to be time-consuming. Even a few minutes of quiet reflection each morning can make a difference. You might try starting your day with a brief meditation or ending it by writing down any insights you've received. The key is consistency. Make connecting with your higher self a regular part of your routine. As we wrap up, let's recap the key points we've covered. Remember, hearing your higher self's guidance is a skill that you can develop with practice. Start by creating moments of mental stillness in your day. Pay attention to your feelings and intuition. Use tools like meditation, journaling, and nature connection to deepen your inner listening. Be open to guidance coming in unexpected ways, and take small steps to act on the insights you receive. Learning to hear and trust your higher self's guidance is a powerful way to navigate life's challenges and opportunities. It can lead you to a path that feels truly right for you, aligned with your deepest values and aspirations. This inner wisdom is always there, waiting for you to listen. As you develop this connection, you may find yourself making decisions with more confidence, feeling more at peace, and living a life that feels authentically yours. Remember, this is a journey of self-discovery. There's no need to rush or pressure yourself. Each small step you take to connect with your higher self is valuable. Be patient and kind with yourself as you explore this practice. Everyone's experience of connecting with their higher self is unique, so trust your own process. As you move forward from this video, consider what one small step you can take today to start listening to your higher self. Maybe it's setting aside 5 minutes for quiet reflection, starting a journal, or taking a walk in nature. Whatever feels right for you, give it a try. You might be surprised at the wisdom and guidance that begins to unfold. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of how to hear your higher self's guidance. We hope you found this information helpful and inspiring. Remember, your inner wisdom is always there, ready to guide you towards the right direction in your life. All you need to do is learn to listen. Now, let's dive deeper into some of these concepts and practices. We'll explore each one in more detail, providing you with practical strategies and insights to enhance your connection with your higher self. Let's start by examining the concept of the higher self more closely. Your higher self can be thought of as your wisest, most authentic part. It's the aspect of you that sees the bigger picture, beyond the day-to-day concerns and ego-driven thoughts. This part of you is connected to a deeper wisdom, some might say a universal consciousness. It's not bound by fear or limited thinking patterns. Instead, it operates from a place of love, wisdom, and your highest good. Understanding the nature of your higher self can help you recognize its guidance more easily. Unlike your regular thoughts, which can often be repetitive or driven by worry, messages from your higher self tend to feel different. They might come as a sudden insight that feels deeply true, or a sense of calm certainty about a decision. Sometimes it's a persistent feeling or idea that keeps coming back to you, even if it doesn't make logical sense at first. One of the biggest challenges in hearing your higher self is the constant noise of your everyday mind. Our thoughts are often like a never-ending radio broadcast, commenting on everything, worrying about the future, or rehashing the past. This mental chatter can be so loud and constant that it drowns out the subtler voice of our higher self. That's why learning to quiet your mind is so crucial. This doesn't mean you need to stop thinking altogether. That's not possible or even desirable. Instead, it's about creating spaces of mental calm where you can tune into your deeper wisdom. There are many ways to do this. Meditation is one powerful tool which we'll explore more later, but even simple practices like taking a few deep breaths, focusing on a single task without distractions, or spending time in quiet reflection can help create mental space. As you practice quieting your mind, you might notice that your thoughts start to slow down naturally. You might experience moments of mental clarity or peace. These are the perfect opportunities to listen for guidance from your higher self. In these calm spaces, you're more likely to notice subtle feelings, intuitions, or insights that you might otherwise miss. Developing self-awareness is another key aspect of hearing your higher self. This means becoming a keen observer of your own thoughts, feelings, and patterns. Start paying closer attention to how you feel in different situations. Notice what energizes you and what drains you. Be aware of recurring themes or challenges in your life. This self-observation isn't about judging yourself or trying to change anything immediately. It's simply about becoming more aware. Your higher self often communicates through your feelings and life patterns. For example, you might notice that you consistently feel energized and excited when engaging in a certain activity. This could be a clue from your higher self about a direction to explore further. Similarly, if you notice that you often feel drained or unhappy in certain situations, this might be your higher self nudging you towards a change. The key is to observe these patterns with curiosity and openness rather than criticism. Your higher self communicates with love and wisdom, not judgment. Trusting your intuition is a vital part of hearing your higher self, but it can also be one of the most challenging. In our logic-driven world, we're often taught to disregard our gut feelings in favor of rational analysis. However, intuition can be a powerful form of rapid cognition, drawing on your deeper wisdom and experience. Your intuition often communicates through physical sensations. That's why we talk about gut feelings or say that something feels right or feels off. Start paying attention to these physical cues. You might feel a sense of lightness or excitement when something aligns with your higher self's guidance. Conversely, you might feel a heaviness or constriction when something isn't right for you. It's important to distinguish between intuition and fear. Fear-based thoughts often feel panicky, desperate, or overwhelming. They might push you to make hasty decisions to avoid discomfort. Intuition, on the other hand, tends to feel calmer. Even if it's guiding you towards something challenging, there's often an underlying sense of rightness or peace. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools for connecting with your higher self. If you're new to meditation, it might seem intimidating at first. But remember, meditation is simply the practice of focusing your attention. You don't need to sit in a special posture or clear your mind completely. To start, try this simple meditation practice. Find a comfortable place to sit where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Then, simply focus your attention on your breath. Notice the sensation of the air moving in and out of your body. When your mind wanders, and it will, that's normal, gently bring your attention back to your breath. Start with just 5 minutes a day and gradually increase the time as you feel comfortable. You might find it helpful to use a timer so you're not constantly checking the clock. With regular practice, you'll likely find it easier to access a state of mental calm. This calm state is fertile ground for hearing your higher self's guidance. Journaling is another powerful tool for connecting with your higher self. Writing can help you process your thoughts and feelings, making it easier to recognize patterns and insights. It can also be a way to directly communicate with your higher self. Try setting aside time each day for free writing. This means writing whatever comes to mind without worrying about grammar, spelling, or even making sense. Just let your thoughts flow onto the page. You might be surprised at the insights that emerge. You can also use your journal to ask questions of your higher self. Write down a question you're grappling with, then let yourself write freely in response. Don't try to force an answer. Just write whatever comes up. Often, wisdom from your higher self can flow through this process. Connecting with nature is a simple but powerful way to tune into your higher self. There's something about being in natural settings that helps quiet the mind and open us up to deeper wisdom. This doesn't mean you need to go on a wilderness retreat, although that can be wonderful if you have the opportunity. Even spending time in a local park or your own backyard can be beneficial. When you're in nature, try to engage all your senses. Notice the colors and shapes around you. Listen to the sounds of birds or rustling leaves. Feel the air on your skin. Smell the scents of plants or earth. This sensory engagement can help shift you out of your thinking mind and into a more receptive state where you can more easily hear your higher self. Your dreams can be a rich source of guidance from your higher self. During sleep, your conscious mind is less active, allowing messages from your deeper wisdom to come through more clearly. Keeping a dream journal can help you tap into this source of insight. Keep a notebook by your bed and write down your dreams as soon as you wake up before they fade from memory. Don't worry about interpreting them right away. Just record what you remember. Over time, you might start to notice themes or symbols that carry meaning for you. Sometimes, hearing your higher self is as simple as asking for guidance. Take time regularly to pose specific questions to your inner wisdom. This could be through meditation, journaling, or just quiet reflection. Be clear in your request, but also open to receiving answers in unexpected ways. After asking for guidance, stay attentive. You might receive an answer through a sudden insight, an overheard conversation that seems relevant, a book that falls open to a meaningful passage, or a sign that speaks to you. The key is to stay open and aware. Once you start receiving guidance from your higher self, it's important to take action. This doesn't mean you have to make huge life changes overnight. Start with small steps that align with the guidance you're receiving. If you feel drawn to explore a new interest, sign up for a class or workshop. If you're guided to spend more time in nature, schedule regular outdoor activities. Taking action on your inner guidance reinforces your connection with your higher self and builds trust in this process. It's a way of showing your higher self that you're listening and willing to follow through. Even small actions can lead to significant shifts over time. It's normal to have doubts when you're learning to listen to your higher self. You might wonder if you're really hearing your inner wisdom or just making things up. This uncertainty is part of the process. Remember that developing this connection takes time and practice. One way to work with doubt is to keep a record of the guidance you receive and the actions you take. Over time, you might start to see patterns of positive outcomes when you follow your inner guidance. This can help build your confidence in the process. Incorporating daily practices can help strengthen your connection to your higher self. These don't have to be time-consuming. Even a few minutes of quiet reflection each morning can make a difference. You might try starting your day with a brief meditation, taking a few moments to connect with nature, or ending your day by writing down any insights you've received. The key is consistency. Make connecting with your higher self a regular part of your routine. Over time, you'll likely find it becomes easier and more natural to tune into your inner wisdom throughout your day. As you continue to develop your connection with your higher self, you may find that your life begins to flow more smoothly. You might notice that you're making decisions with more confidence and ease. You may find yourself naturally drawn towards experiences and opportunities that align with your true path. Remember, connecting with your higher self is not about achieving perfection or never making mistakes. It's about developing a deeper relationship with your own inner wisdom. This wisdom is always there, ready to guide you towards your highest good. As you move forward, be patient and compassionate with yourself. Everyone's journey of connecting with their higher self is unique. Trust your own process and celebrate each small step you take. Every time you pause to listen, every insight you receive, every action you take based on your inner guidance is valuable. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of how to hear your higher self's guidance. We hope you found this information helpful and inspiring. Remember, your inner wisdom is always there, ready to guide you towards the right direction in your life. All you need to do is learn to listen, trust, and take action. May your journey of connecting with your higher self bring you clarity, peace, and a deep sense of living in alignment with your truest self.